Johannesburg, the biggest and most modern city in Africa. But as the continent charges towards the 21st century, there are still mysterious and ancient forces at work here. Meet Seth Saroka, a third-generation traditional healer, or sangoma. Seth has turned African medicine into a lucrative money spinner from the white community. It's all about protection, and this is his arsenal of secret weapons to keep the thieves at bay. Secretions from the lungs of a lion and hyena fat, just to name a few. So how do these substances keep thieves away?
This substance, keeps thieves away because if you walk, then you see a lion, you'll run away. I grind this, raw material into powder, and this one.
Seth mixes his brews for more than 40 white clients who call on his traditional medicines to allay their greatest fear, the fear of crime. It's a booming market with no shortage of potential customers.
Maybe they need to come us to the healers and say, let's sit down and talk about this thing. And then we give them the guarantee, we sign a contract. Then we start to give them the protection.
Seth's work is a curious mix of centuries-old traditions and the ills of a modern society. Today's protection job, a nursery on the outskirts of Johannesburg.
Hi, Seth. Yes, Linda, how are you? I'm fine, and you?
Seth first met Linda DeLuca 12 months ago when he was called in to protect her fleet of utes. A disgruntled former employee was threatening to steal them and kill the drivers. So Seth was on the job. But when the contract ran out, disaster struck.
Somebody hijacked my buggy.
Oh, really? What happened?
They caught Saul at gunpoint in Soweto, right in the school.
He was in a school and so
offloading trees, yeah.
So the mutti's worn off.
Yeah, well, Seth told me that it needs to be renewed, and then we didn't get round to it, so now my buggy's gone, so it's time to renew it.
You will learn not to... So Seth the Sangoma is back. The first job is to stop the criminals from coming into the nursery.
What I'm doing here is to protect, this nursery for Linda, so that when the criminals comes in, they will feel inside his body that, no, this nursery is not good, it's dangerous.
But does Linda believe this is actually going to work?
But it makes my staff happy. I think in this day and age, anything that'll protect you is fine. But I wouldn't call on the Sangoma to sort my problems out. I believe those I can do myself. And yet amongst the black population, there is a feeling that the Sangoma can help them to sort their problems out.
After protecting the gates, a fire is lit to burn away any evil intentions that may be lurking. Now all of this is a bit of a concern in the neighbourhood, considering this is Christian fundamentalist territory.
To them, this is dabbling with the devil. Okay. I mean, I've had a lot of people put me down because I'm tolerant about that. But they believe that. But then they believe that if you're a Catholic, you're also dabbling with the devil. So what the hell?
Now this isn't just any old bucket of water at about $100 a splash. This sort of traditional protection certainly doesn't come cheap, particularly if you're white.
It burns. It burns, there's no question. But I must say that they charge much more if you're a business than if you're a private person. And I think there's a bit of discrimination there as well about what colour you are.
Back at the office, there's a burning question of a rather more personal nature. Ephraim Klamini has, a rather nasty dose of the clap. A throw of the bones, and Seth sees all.
Like if, you do intercourse with his, wife, then, he's very weak. And you know that, a woman needs a strong man. So if you're weak, obviously you can't perform whatever.
Now, call me a skeptic, but in the pursuit of journalistic truth, how could I possibly avoid throwing the bones? What's my future? Oh, look at that. So, what have we got?
You need to go back to your ancestors, especially your grandmother, because she's crying. She say, you do a lot of job, but you didn't report anything to her. So she's crying.
Now, I swear, 24 hours earlier, my grandmother had rung. And you've got one guess what she was talking about.
Which bone told you that? The bone that tells me that your grandmother, she's crying, is this one, this big shell here. And this one These 4 basic bones means you are no more communicate with her. So she's crying.
I guess I'll just have to take it on faith that it was all in the bones. And sorry, Nan, I promise I'll call. No, I'll write every day.